All right, this is the second test now on the starboard computer, which is the one that has a corrosion everywhere, which actually the poor computer is started reacting, and I was able to reproduce your concern. No start, no injectors. Um, and this one is actually no injectors at all, even though I have values because, I inject RPMs, and as you can see, well, actually, let me turn it off. I'm gonna lose communication 1 second in there. Now back to communication, and you're gonna see that if the lift pump shows us, oh, they're now starting to run. And this is exactly what happens. See, right now we got, I'm glad I cached this in here. We got injector activation is working, 2.6 is very erratic. It's showing an injector 8, which I have, my simulator is connected for 8. All the injectors on the computers, which is these computers are able to have 8 injectors. But okay, now we have injection and the computer is running. We got 720 RPMs. Everything is good, let's say. Um, One thing that I want to show, since we got this in here. No, that's not what I want to do. Come on, hurry up before I lose the chance. Okay, well, this is a capture that I got before. The blue channel is scan 1 and the red channel is scan 2. Scan 2 is dead on this computer. I'm gonna have it running. As you see in the images, I saved these already for both computers. The poor computer, both CAN networks are fine. So I'm not sure what you have in the boat, but it definitely stayed in the whole time, even after I lose injectors. So in here, we got blue channel is again CAN 1 and red channel is CAN 2 dead. That is a confirmation because that one is the one in charge of the trim information back and forth. So let's stop that. I'm going to stop now the computer from running, even though still we got all the 6 injectors working pretty much the same. All right, so I'm going to stop that. And I'm now going to do a test with you here. So for that, I'm going to go to test, stop the communication, fuel injector activation. And you'll see the pictures on computer number 1 port. When I try to do that, at first it worked, and I'm hoping that this time it works on this one too. I tried to do this at first and it didn't work. When I press in here, the bar should go all the way to the end. See, it's filling and the injector is working. That's the way it should do. Perfect. All right, so computer is able to activate injectors. And this doesn't matter as far as, the computer is not running or the engine is not running. This is a test you can do with the engine off. I'm going to do the same thing. As you can see, the progress is going. Driver number 2 is working. I tried to do that with injector number 3. The bar is going, everything is going smooth, and we got the same thing. And I know the way it is, this is going to work in every single injector, but then it stops working. And this one, I have not much hopes because we got corrosion everywhere. If we see the poor computer, this one looks a lot better. It's not that it's perfect, but if we see here, the board doesn't have that much of a haze. I mean, it does have some here, which is the one area that worries me because this is a microprocessor right here. But the rest itself, it looks pretty clean. So I'm going to now unplug this one. I'm going to stop the video 1 second and then move the port here. So you see this exactly same test and that one and now working. And that's what happens. That's your no start. I'll be right back 1 second. All right, got now the port computer here, and your starboard computer is now the one unplugged. Hopefully the camera can pick up all that corrosion and everything that I'm referring here. But okay, let me turn this on. As you can see, fuel pump comes on. That's the prime, and it will go away. That's the fuel pump is right here. That's my mark area here. So I'm going to try to do that same injector activation that we had before. Now that we're here, let me show you also. This is the capture from your starboard computer. And now let's run it, and you're going to see that on the board it's working 100%. That is a perfect capture. So you see, this is the way both drivers, or those not drivers, cam transceivers should do. That's your CAN network 2, and this is your CAN network 1. Poor computer, both transmissions are perfect. So that's not a problem. Definitely on the starboard computer, that is no good. But Moving on to the injector test. All right, so you see, this is glitching, but nothing is going on. That is a no start. Even though we have that sound, that's just injector 8. Again, that's you don't use that on your computer on your boat. Your boat is only 6 injectors, but this is exactly what we have, and that is on all the drivers. And it's not the drivers because it will work. If I let this computer by itself, again, stop, and that was the issue with this one. So this one wasn't even running, and then none of the blue injectors come on. And looking at all this corrosion, yeah, this will be a never-ending trying to fix this computer. Although I'm going to, let me rephrase that. I'm going to clean up and see what I see and give you recommendations, because if I have corrosion under the microprocessor, I will stop right there. And even though this one, the port looks clean, that doesn't mean that we don't have corrosion on the microprocessor. I'm going to take that to the oscilloscope, I mean the microscope that I have a camera. I'm going to bring it to the side and I'm going to take pictures to the edge. If we have corrosion in there, you will see it as well. This is a little longer video, but this is very important for your records and our records on the testing on both computers. Again, you're in good hands. We'll give you the best recommendation, even if it's repair or not. We always take care of our customers and we try to strive them to the best choice, not just um, recommend something that will eventually don't work. All right, so again, you're in good hands. Talk to you later. Bye bye.